Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be discussing cardio and where and how it should fall into your training as a teen lifter who is trying to gain muscle, right? Your main goal is to gain size and muscle. Where is cardio going to fall into that? And is it even important? We're going to discuss it all right now. But before we get into that, my name is Noah. I am the founder of Get Her Done Fitness, and I made it my mission to help all the young men get the body and confidence they've always dreamed of. And I'm currently hosting a free video training where I'm showing you guys how to do exactly that. I'm showing you the exact copy-paste process that I used to gain 40 pounds in just a few years that is going to help you to gain the most amount of muscle and size possible in just 12 weeks. Like, this is what actually works, right? I've been through all the ups and downs. I learned it all the hard way, and I'm giving it to you guys in this free video training. So if you don't want to miss out on that, go down below, click that first link to watch that. You're not going to regret it. Let's hop into this one. Is cardio even important for those of you who are trying to gain size and muscle? Right? Because I'm currently in that exact same boat. I'm trying to gain as much muscle as possible over the following winter so I can cut back down the beginning of next year and have 5 more pounds of muscle on my frame, right? So I'm in that exact same boat where my main priority is gaining as much muscle as possible. And I assume that for a lot of you, it's the same case. That's why you're watching this video. But you want to know if cardio is important and if you should implement it or not. I would say yes, you should implement cardio regardless of what your training goals are in the gym, because let's face the reality, okay? If you never do cardio, you are going to be in worse shape. Your heart isn't going to be as healthy, and your quality of life and even training in the gym is just going to suck. Okay, and let me explain. So doing cardio, right? It strengthens your cardiovascular system so you can handle movement better, right? So if you never do cardio, and I'm sure you've experienced this, if you lift weights regularly but you don't do cardio, is that you go into the gym and you're doing like a 12 rep set, and then at the end of that 12 rep set, like it was a hard 12 reps, you're like gasping for air, right? You're out of breath, and you just don't have that capacity to be able to train like super hard without being absolutely fatigued and out of breath, right? And exhausted, okay? And the solution to that is actually going to be implementing some form of cardio. And keep in mind though that I'm not saying that you should go and just do a crap ton of cardio, right? Because doing a lot of cardio is actually going to inhibit your gains, right? Because doing so much cardio, if you're doing a lot of cardio, like I used to be a big time runner. A couple years ago, I was running like 30 to 40 miles a week over the summer. And in that time, I was really skinny. Even though I was still lifting weights, I was really skinny because one, I wasn't eating enough to compensate for the ton of extra calories that I burned, right? Because if you want to be gaining size, muscle, and mass, you got to be in that caloric surplus where you're consuming more than you're burning. But I was in a good caloric surplus for if I wasn't running. But the problem was is that I was burning like probably 500 extra calories every day just from running. And so I just wasn't eating enough, and I was still skinny even though I was running super hard and I was going into the gym and lifting weights super hard. It didn't make a difference because I wasn't eating enough. And so the bottom line is that if you want to gain as much size and muscle as possible, you need to have cardio implemented into your routine so that you don't get totally gassed on your sets and reps and training with weights in the gym, but you don't want to be doing so much cardio that it is going to inhibit your gains because it drains you too much and uses too much of your calories, okay? So what I would recommend is that you simply do just a little bit of cardio every day. And by cardio, it doesn't have to be something hard, right? It doesn't have to be something, like running or the Stairmaster or like whatever, okay? Cardio can be as simple as going for a 30-minute walk every morning, right? And if you never do cardio, by the end of that, you're probably going to be a little bit out of breath, right? Just go for a nice brisk walk, 20-30 minutes will be more than sufficient. And then if you really feel so inclined as to do more cardio, like for example, if you want to do some sort of combat sport like boxing, like I'm personally a big fan of boxing myself, and so I'll do that every now and again, but mostly I stick to walking because it's very low impact and it's very easy to do. If you end up doing something more intense like boxing or running or something where you are really going hard with your cardio, and you still want to gain size and muscle, one, there is going to be the fact that you're just not going to be able to gain as much size and muscle. That's the bottom line. Okay. But if you want to minimize that as much as possible, that just means you need to be eating more, right? Because if you think about it, 3,500 calories a day to bulk, okay? And then you add in running and you still keep on eating 3,500 calories. If you run for however long, however hard, and you burn 300 calories a day, 300 extra calories, that means you're really only eating 3,200, or you're really only actually using 3,200. And that could mean that you're no longer in that surplus. And so what this means is that if you want to add in that hard cardio, right, instead of doing the easy cardio, if you want to add in that hard cardio, you need to add in more calories to compensate for those extra calories you are burning so that you're still in a caloric surplus. I hope you guys found this information useful. If you never want to miss a new video, make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Always remember to get it done.